Hi, my adventurers. Today I'm going to show you my peppers, talk about topping peppers, show you what I'm growing, and um, and I hope you enjoy this video. I want to thank all the people who placed orders for pepper plants, and I ran out. I'm so sorry for those who didn't get. Here we go. You know, people top, they say they top pepper, which means they pick out the middle stem at the top. They do tomato and all kind of other stuff. But, you know, I never top my peppers. Why? Because they do it themselves. No. You can see that the pepper is growing straight up. And then at a point, it's split apart. And I say split, which meaning it formed two limb. Then it's gonna, before you know it, it's gonna be four. Because these limbs right here are gonna split again. And then split again, and they keep going up. So why bother top pepper? Here's another one. And almost all of mine now are splitting apart, creating new stems. So this one, I keep watching them for that. I always like that because you know what that means? Your pepper is ready to start bearing. So see this one? Before you know it, this is going to be two stems, two branches, so to speak. Two branches, right? So here, you can see right here, it's separating already and becoming, it's splitting. And it keeps splitting and it keeps pushing up higher. If you look at these right here, you can see some of them have young peppers on them already. They're split apart a couple of times, and while they're splitting, they're pushing up, growing more. And young peppers, look at that. Blossoms, young peppers. Oh, I'm so happy. That's what you want to see. And they bear a lot. And they keep pushing up and bearing. Each limb push out, then it push out. It's each limb split and put another limb, and then it constantly put on blossom on those. So if your pepper is doing this, you know your pepper is ready to put out, give you some peppers. Your pepper tree, that is. One thing I want to point out to you guys, let's sit down here for a bit. Is I like to take out these. My father used to call them gamandizer. But this one is even, they get too big. I don't want no little branches forming down here. Maybe I might leave one or so, but I pick them out because this is stopping the plant from growing high and using up a lot of the nutrients that you want for your plants to get higher. And you don't want a dwarf pepper tree. You want your plant to go higher, lots of limb, so that it bears, you know, a lot of pepper. So there's more here. I'm gonna pick them out. I picked this one already over here, but there it is. The plant is almost all of mine now. I have more on the back there. I'll show you. They're separating and they're gonna be bearing. And this is what? This is still what, May? So maybe the end of June, early July, I'll have pepper. My scotch bonnets. These are all the scotch bonnets. I didn't plant any. I plant, but I didn't plant early. Any of the other ones early. So pick out all of these things if you see. I think some of those that I shipped out to you guys might have little growth. I've been trying to keep on top of them. And you know, when you pick off a limb, you cut a pepper limb or anything, it will grow. Maybe I stick this in the soil and it might grow, because you can cut, when you trim down your pepper, it will grow. I have to take out this tomato growing here. Tomato find themselves all over the place, and I think some of those are from last year, but I'm gonna pick out all of that because I want my pepper to push up high. But anyway, once the limbs start push up and it push up new limbs, it keeps growing higher and higher. So I'm not telling you not to top your pepper, but I don't top mine. All right, so that's just a little tip, pepper tip. All right, now to show you what I'm growing this year. You're looking at a Cho Cho plant. I think these three of them in this bucket. And I got this Cho Cho because of Donna. Donna in England. I'll put I'm gonna show you her channel in a little bit. But she is growing Cho Cho. She wanted peppers. We exchanged seed and she sent me corn, and she told me about the Cho Cho. She'd grow Cho Cho before. So I found somebody, Marie, on YouTube here, And Marie, I asked her to sell me Cho Cho. She sent me 5 Cho Cho, believe it or not. I just gave her back shipping. I stick them in, I started them in the house. And when it got a little warm, I took them outside and put them in this bucket. And look at them. It's growing way up. I don't know. I'm going to have to make a harbor. So that's the story of the Cho Cho. My mother used to grow Cho Cho, but I never grew Cho Cho. Because Mama used to have a lot. Never thought of growing Cho Cho in America anyway. So I'll show you when they get big and bearing. Donna also sent me a lot of seeds. She sent me pepper, and she also sent me what do you call it? Scallion. She sent me scallion and corn. This is red corn. She got scallion and corn from somebody who just came up from Jamaica. And she sent me some. She sent me 2 scallion, just the bottom. I always tell you guys, when you use your scallion, just cut off the top, use it. Yeah, but these corn are big and nice. Red corn. My father used to grow them. But I'm looking forward to getting some and saving some of the seeds. Maybe give somebody some of the seeds. Red corn from Jamaica. And I have this scallion somewhere around the house somewhere. Yeah, so anyway, I'm growing this. I found some callaloo, like a big callaloo. What do they call it? Like an elephant callaloo. This is Donna's channel, DW Backyard Garden and Cooking. I think that's one. Yeah, DW Backyard Garden and Cooking. This is gungo. I planted a lot of gungo, and I think it's only 2 survived. So this is a gungo. I hope this is a 6-month gungo I got from Denise here in Georgia. So I hope I get to reap gungo this year. Yeah, before it gets cold, you know. And I have other things growing. I got quite a bit of brandywine tomato, and I have 1 or 2 other tomatoes, and of course there's the scotches, and all of them are splitting at the top as I showed you, and they have on young. Some of them have on young ones. Once you see they start splitting, they're putting out young ones. Once, when I say split, it means it creates 2 branches at the top. Once you see that start happening, your plant is ready to go. And also, what I've been using on them this year is Tiger Bloom. When they start blooming, you use Tiger Bloom. All right, you can use it. You don't have to, especially if you have them in the ground. You don't have to do all of that stuff. So yeah. So I'm growing all kind of other little stuff in the garden. This plant here is I forgot the name of it. I'll mention it some other time. The plant that I went over and got over the bushes there a couple of years ago. You see me do a video on it, and I have quite a bit of them growing now. I'll do a video on that showing you how I put them in water and grow them and so on. So we'll get back to that another time. I also got 6-month sorrel from right here. These are from Denise up here in Georgia. We exchange pictures all the time. She's growing a lot of stuff. I tell her she should have a channel of her own. She said she don't have time. Yeah, but we exchange pictures, and she tells me what I'm growing. And I'm also growing. She had sent me some pumpkin seeds. So I'm growing pumpkin. It's somewhere around the corner. A couple of them around the place. And cucumber, a lot of cucumber. This is onion, red onion. First time I'm growing it. Bought the seeds, sprinkle them, and they grow. And I just left some of them in this spot and I transplant some somewhere else. Should be interesting. Never grew onion before. And I have, as I said, a lot of callaloo, broadleaf callaloo. Yeah, this is the other thing of onion that I have here. But I just want to thank all of you. I'm glad to have spoken to some of you. You're so sweet. You watch my channel, and I never knew of you before until you contacted me that you wanted pepper. And I hope your pepper is growing. Please feel free. You have my phone number. Feel free to text me if you're having any problem. I have another video coming up, and it's about worms. And some of you might have gotten worms in your pepper plant. The cups. So yeah, it's good for the soil. I'm gonna show you how I grow my worms in the next video. Alright, thanks again, and I appreciate you watching, and please do a thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Bye.